Shabbat Shalom, if you're joining us.
Shabbat Shalom.
Please find your seat. Find your seat. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. Breath out. Deep breath in. Breath out. Last one. Breath in. Breath out. Letting in the Shabbat, letting go of the chol of the week, letting go away of all the schmutz, all the stuff, all the people, all the gossip, all the crap. Just let it go. Enough. We're home. I'm home. Let's spend Shabbat together.
That's right. We're going to rock out for a little bit on the first song. We're going to do a little take on Let's Spend the Night Together. We're going to spend Shabbat together. And we have Patrick joining us on a Friday night. He filled in for Osei Shalom, but he's going to be with us for the whole Shabbat service tonight. So I'm really looking forward to that. And let's kick it off. Go ahead, Laura. Oh, my. Don't you worry about what's on your mind, oh my. We're in no hurry, we can take our time, oh my. God picks me up and won't let me down. We can have fun just grooving around. Yeah, when we try, oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. Now we need you more than ever. Let's spend Shabbat together now. Oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. I feel so strong that I just can't disguise. Oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. And I once don't apologize. Oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. God picks me up and won't let me down. We could have fun just grooving around. Yeah, when we try, oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. Now we need you more than ever. Let's spend Shabbat together. Let's spend Shabbat together. Now we need you more than ever. La da 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 da. You know I'm smiling, baby. You need some guiding, baby. I'm just deciding, baby. Now we need you more than ever. Let's spend Shabbat together. Let's spend Shabbat together now. Oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. This doesn't happen to me every day. Oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. No excuses offered anyway. Oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. We'll satisfy your every need. And now I know you'll satisfy me. Yeah, when we try, oh my. Let's spend Shabbat together. Now we need you more than ever. Let's spend Shabbat together now. Let's spend Shabbat together, Rabbi.
Let's spend Shabbat together. Nice to see so many of you here coming for Shabbat. Nice to be back home. Nice to see so many faces I know and some faces I don't know. It's nice to be back home. Right? Chuva, as I'm sure you all know and heard a million times before, right? Means three things, right? Chuva means to repent. I prefer reflect. Chuva means to give an answer, question and an answer, chuva. And chuva, of course, also means to return home, to return to a higher self, to return to that version of you that you are proud of, that last time you felt that is the best version of me. So we have to do that all the time. We have to constantly be part of that moment. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions today. How do I reflect? How do I respond? And how do I go back to the best version of me to come back home? So for me, it's easy. I just get on a plane and I come here. It's easy. But for you, I don't know. One of the most important books for spirituality, recovery, Man in Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. If you have not read this book, just leave, go get the book. I assure you, you'll have your time spent much better than listening to me. But really, Viktor Frankl says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. Spirituality is that space. It is the space between the stimulus, between the craving, between the itch. And in usual, for a lot of us, right, this isn't the Fortune 500 club, usually, right, we're here because our reaction is going to drink, the drugs, the sex, the food, the shopping, the low-grade misery. So, spirituality, Shabbat, meditation, journaling, singing is all about creating as much space between the stimulus and, instead of reaction, the response, the chuva. How do you respond to the questions of life? You have a craving. Instead of running to the bottle, to the fridge, how do you respond? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to find a way to really connect to our spirituality together in community and finding those responses, finding those chuvas. And we ask the divine, right? Where is God? Where is he? Anyone? Everywhere. There's a rabbi who said, God is wherever you invite him. Or her, or it, or them, they, whatever you want. Wherever you invite him. So again, we take a breath and we invite the divine. Call it God, call it nature, call it inspiration, call it love, call it hope, whatever you want to call it. Invite it right here to inspire us to be together in community with music and with everything else. Let's welcome Shabbat and separate the week from Shabbat. Let's light the candles. Let's use the candles and fire to light the Shabbat. Nicole is the best Shabbat candle lighter. There's no better Shabbat candle lighter than Nicole.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Around us constantly are angels. All the time, they watch everything you do. When you go to the bathroom, when you eat, just so you know, they're always there. They're always there to remind us that we're never alone. They're there to remind us that we're always part of something bigger than ourselves. And on Shabbat, there's a special angel that comes in, and there's special angels to come and bless us. So we bless them. We ask them to bless us. We ask them to give us peace and serenity and to leave when it's time. Right? Oscar Wilde says, right? A guest should never be admitted until the date of departure has been settled. Right? Because guests are like fish. 2 days, starts to stink. So that's why I'm only here for one night. And then I'm leaving. Shalom Aleichem.
Lie, 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 lie.
Shkoyach. Shkoyach. So now we have another song, right? Tzadik Tamar, right? Tzadik Tamar, Yifach, Yifach. Everybody who's ever done Israeli dancing, folk dancing, Tzadik Tamar, Yifach, Yifach, Tzadik Tamar, Yifach, right? But Tzadik Tamar has the word tzaddik in it, which means righteous person. Righteous person is also tzaddik, means from tzedek, from justice. And as we're about to sing the song, none of us are here just on our own. There was one person or a family or somebody who brought us in. There's somebody who pushed us to say, come, change, do something, live instead of dying. So as we sing this tzaddik katamar ifrach ifrach, tzaddik katamar ifrach, right? This righteous person should bloom and grow. I want you to hold in your heart or in your mind that person that set you on your path for your own recovery. That person that believes in you. That person that no matter when you call, they're like, you can do this. When was the last time you spoke with that person? If it's not in the last week, you have a task after this. Hold that person and let's see that righteousness can grow.
Real quick for David. And I'm going to give it right back to him. That's true. All right. Tzaddik atama yifra, Geretz bal benon yizkeh, Shitulim beveit Adonai, Bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Beseva Deshenim Verananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai
Beautiful. Thank you. Em kemach en Torah. If there is no flour, there is no Torah. We have to sustain ourselves always. None of this happens by, right, by charm and good looks. So we offer a chance to perform tzedakah, charity. So the boxes are passing around. We're going to have a little drush in a second about chuva. But there's brushes, so whatever you can give, please give so that we can sustain this community, so that we can sustain ourselves and offer a haven, a home to all those who seek it. So many of us here have benefited from the generosity of others and from the ability to stay here and be able to sustain ourselves within our lives. But as you're doing that, I also want you to look to your right, look to your left, look into the eyes of the people next to you. Say Shabbat Shalom. If you don't know the person next to you, introduce yourself. Say hello. Why? Don't have a whole conversation. It's just Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Nice to see you. Why? Because tzedakah, charity, can start from something that is nothing to do with money. Because charity is the ability to look somebody in the eye and give them the dignity of personhood. And that can be the homeless person on the street. That could be the person next to you on the bus or on the metro, or on the plane, or somebody right here. That is true charity, to give people the dignity of humanity. And you can give a couple bucks. In Judaism, as you know, even a person who is poor, has to give charity. Even if you receive charity for somebody else, you have to give charity. Because every single one of you has something to give. And it's not just money. Because it's to remind us that every single one of us can benefit somebody else who has it a little harder than ourselves. Here, we don't just learn about chuva, we live chuva, right? So we do chuva out loud. We do chuva out loud, right? We do gratitude out loud, because that which we repress will oppress us. That's what we are ashamed of will come and haunt us. So we do chuva out loud. But before that, to learn about chuva, we have Yaakov. Hey, Yaakov. Nice to see you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Yaakov, grateful member of the community and resident. It's good to be up here with Rabbi Iggy. He's one of the first person that I knew from Beit Teshuva. I met you in New York. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, I thought I'd speak a little Torah. It's Shabbat. Why not? So it says in the Torah, it's a famous question of why did, when God told Moses to talk to the rock and bring forth the water, Moses went and hit the rock twice, and the water, sprang forth, and the people got the water. But then God said that that's not what I asked you to do. I asked you to speak to the rock. And then we find out that he was punished by not being allowed into the promised land. One of the most famous questions in the Torah is, and I'm sure a lot of people, including myself, would say, what do you mean? I did my best. What do you mean? And still the right thing happened. Still the water came forth. So what was so bad about what he did? Especially Moses, who, I mean, he should have been almost, if that was his worst that he did, what was, how could he have gotten such a big punishment? What was the reason for it? So Rashi explains, one of the commentaries on it says that he took away his opportunity to be an example for the people, that, listening and having to show the people that to have faith and to, what we call, or I call bitachon, which means, the belief of the way we practice, believing in God and a higher power. I'll speak a little bit about myself. So I grew up Jewish Orthodox. I'm also gay. It's something that I didn't tell anyone for 30 years. I didn't think it was, not that I thought it was bad or I thought I was wrong. I just thought I could be different. I didn't have to be who I was, or I can figure this out on my own. I didn't have to ask anybody any questions, because it wasn't really a question to ask in the community that I was from. So I just figured I'll somehow just ignore it. That's really what I thought. I didn't even act upon it till I was about 31. Still, I got married, I had children. I grew up a very Jewish Orthodox life. But still, I held this secret so tight in my heart that eventually I didn't know what to do. It exploded, and I ended up turning to drugs as a solution instead of, even then I didn't even ask, what was the right or wrong thing to do. And it's something that I unfortunately, because of the supposed success I had in my life, I thought I can figure it out. I'm able to do this on my own. I don't need anybody else for answers. And it's something till today that I struggle with a lot. Why can I have the right answer? Why do I have to look to others for the right answer? And similar to this is why this question of Moses means so much to me, because here he thought he was doing the right thing, and even though he acted out as a frustration, and still the right thing came forth, still he had to take accountability for his actions, and not just move forward into what he was promised all this whole time. And not only that, he had to watch everybody else go to the promised land, and he had to sit, and I think it says that he watched everyone pass through to the gates of Jerusalem. Yeah, so, but Beit Teshuvah, what I love about Beit Teshuvah, and not why I keep returning, but what Beit Teshuvah allowed me to do was to ask questions, and was able to fail forward and to make mistakes, and to be able to like really look within to understand what makes Yaakov, and like what makes me want to be sober, and what makes me want to move forward, and what also makes me want to do the right thing. And also, like, not always do I know what the right thing to do, and I make mistakes, and to like look inside and take accountability, and then figure out why that's the right thing. I don't have all the right answers, nor today do I not have the right answers, but some days that's easy, and some days it's hard, and and I just, and being part of a community, that's to me the most important goal right now, is to lean on others and to be part of something that's bigger than myself, that I don't necessarily have to have the answer all the time, or ever, honestly, but I can be a part of something bigger than myself. Thank you.
Well done. All right. Chuva, out loud. Am I passing the microphone around? Is that my job now? They line up. Oh, okay. So if you have chuva, come. Please. Let's go. Let's give chuva. Let's give gratitude. They come up here? You come up here? Excellent. All right, come up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kathy. I'm a grateful member of this community. I'm just in a lot of gratitude tonight. I'm happy to be here. I'm always happy to see everybody. This place really, really sustains me on a daily and weekly basis, and I'm very grateful for everybody in this room. And it means a lot to me to always see everybody. And where is he? There he is. So how long have I known you? 10 years? At least, okay. And the last 3 years, we've been doing chuva class together every week. Thank you. Thank you for making me a more authentic person, helping me take a look at myself, making myself a better person. Not always being happy with what we talk about, but thank you for helping me get through life and be happier and just accept the person that I am. And I love you for that. Thank you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm David. I'm an alcoholic, addict, and a grateful member of this community. Sorry about that. I'm just grateful to be alive and be here today. I was almost a resident again about a week ago, and it's been a really tough year just all around, and I'm just grateful for this community because it is a place that I have to go. I want to thank Lisa just for being there and hearing me, and I want to thank Iggy. Iggy is one of those people in the very beginning that believed in me, and I didn't have a lot of those people, and I definitely didn't believe in myself, so I want to thank you. Jeez, I'm not good with microphones. And I'm just grateful to be here and grateful all of you are here, so I have a place to go when I need something, and I want to make Shuva for not being a part of this community and showing up to be there for others this last year because it goes both ways. Thanks.
My name is Vincent. I'm a grateful member of this community. I wanna tell Cody. Where's Cody C at? Is he here? Hi. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. You've had a bigger impact on me than maybe any other client in this building. When I was first starting off as a counselor, I really didn't know I still really don't know what I'm doing, but it was like 2 years ago, and I got the pleasure of working with Cody, and we were right there in this little group room over here, and it was me, him, and like 2 other people, and I was so nervous. I was just like, I hope they're not expecting me to part the sea, because I don't really have any good answers, but you made me feel very like I don't know. It was a pleasure working with you. Also, I think you lit something up inside of me that I didn't know was there. The getting to work with someone who was so curious, who was so interested in this path of recovery, and who challenged me. So happy birthday, and thank you for everything you've done for me and this whole community. And that was 2 years ago, but you're only taking a 1-year cake. I don't know what. Maybe a little journey to Palm Springs got a little too exciting, you know? And also Damien. Damien, happy birthday. Let's give Damien a round of applause. I've never seen someone who can light up a room with just a grin, you know? I've never seen you in like a down mood, which maybe is like some defense mechanism, of course, but it's like, it's really great. Like, there's just I feel very just full being around you. We don't even have to say anything, and I feel just like being out on Shirley's when you were here, like I would just feel very nourished just being around you. So happy birthday, man. Yeah, it's Pride Month. I feel like we should be celebrating that more often, but I guess 1 month a year is fine. I stand up here as a member of the queer community, also someone who's like a big advocate of it, and it's sad to think that like the month or the community has been like dwindled down to just owning a sexuality or owning an identity. I think when I take a stand here as a member and an ally, I'm taking a political, religious, and a social stance. When I look back at the dogmas that religion has created, that has dehumanized and defiled people from the queer community, when I think of the legislation, all the laws that ostracize people in the queer community, and when I think of the homophobia that gets perpetuated in all the news outlets and all of our media, it's sad. So I stand here in solidarity. I stand here as like a proud member, and I stand here saying that I'm glad that it's Pride Month, and I'm glad to be a member of this community. So happy birthday, y'all, and Shabbat Shalom.
Hello, my name's Ben. I'm a grateful member of this community. Tonight I'm up here to give gratitude and, more importantly, make a whole lot of teshuva. Beit Teshuva has done so much for me over the last 5 years. Putting up with me, my shitty attitude and my anger issues the first time, my entitlement the second time, and this time breaking the cardinal law. Last week I relapsed. Putting myself aside, I put the whole community at risk by drinking, I can't put into words the shame and remorse, the guilt and fear that this poor decision has caused me. As my sponsor says, this disease never goes away. It's just hiding back there, ready to pounce at my weakest time. I didn't do the most important thing we are taught, to talk to someone, and I was blindsided. I tell you this because Beit Teshuva is full of open doors and giant hearts of people to lean on. I wish I had remembered this in my time of need. I do want to give gratitude to the entire upper management, Sergio, Russell, Lisa, Bear, and Barbara, and Zach, for allowing me to still be here, at least for the moment. More importantly, I want to make teshuva, and that's not for drinking, that's on me. I want to make teshuva to all the residents and the staff members, not only for putting you at risk, but whether you knew it or not, but for letting everyone else down. This mistake has taken away my love and my privilege to cook for this community and give back for everything that it has done for me. I hope to be able to stay here and to receive the treatment I obviously need and to continue to work on myself. If anyone ever needs someone to talk to in time of need, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, because I know how great this house of return really is. Thank you very much, and Shabbat Shalom.
My name's Erica. I'm a grateful member of this community. I wanted to take a minute to say happy birthday to Cody and how grateful I am for all the conversations that you've had with me. You've talked me through some really dark stuff and really sad stuff that I didn't know how I was going to get through, other than by just opening up about it to some people and hoping that, you know, that the right thing would happen or reveal itself after. And Cody has definitely been one of those people for me. I remember going to my first NA meeting since I got in the house with you and Armando and Jen, and that was like the first time that I had like that real zest for recovery, and you were there and you were a part of it with me. And I love that I get to be around you all the time. I work with you. We have Freedom Song, and my mom says happy birthday too. And yeah, I love you, Cody.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom. I'm Kevin. I'm a grateful member of this community. And super happy that I'm here for Cody's birthday. I think it's hard not to love Cody. I'll try to just make it brief, but he lights up the room. He's always smiling. Just the one story that comes to mind, and I think I'm really fortunate. It was just one day I was wearing a sweatshirt, and I told him how much I liked it, and it was probably a week later the sweatshirt was on my bed. And you know, I didn't want to take the sweatshirt from him, but I also, one, selfishly liked the fact that every time I wear it I get to think of Cody, and two, I really like the sweatshirt. But he's just kind of like that guy. You know, we walk in here, for me, like, I knew people cared about me, but I didn't think they cared about me enough to really care. And Cody always made me feel cared about. And I think he does that for everybody. He's just got a genuine heart. And I think we all have genuine hearts, but he shows it. And I feel honored that I get to know him and call him my friend. So happy birthday, Cody. Oh, I'm sorry, and I don't want to forget also a tremendous gentleman. It's Damien's birthday too, so happy birthday, Damien.
Hi, my name is David. I'm a grateful member of this community. Damn. Before I give my gratitude, I want to give a happy birthday to Cody and to Damien. Cody, you have been amazing to me and super supportive, so happy birthday. I want to give my gratitude to Beit Teshuva as a whole for giving me a place to go and a place to find myself and to fix my life. But I want to give an extra gratitude to all my friends and community members that I've met here who have been super supportive and loving as I put my life back together and find my authentic self. So thank you and Shabbat Shalom.
Hi guys, I'm Miles. I am an extremely grateful member of this community. Tonight, I wanted to wish Cody a happy birthday. When I got here, he was my first and my only roommate. And I can't tell you how much he's paved the way for me and showed me how much it means to care and to be authentic and to be my real self. And he's just a light, you know, like no one can deny that. You look at him, he's always trying to help, go the extra mile. He works a solid program and it shows, you know. And I really love you, Cody. And I want to thank you so much, you know. Congratulations. And then this guy over here in the back, Damien. Funny enough, I have a story. I've known Damien for like 15 years. We kind of grew up in the same vicinity. And maybe like 6 months ago, I started working out, and it was all because of that guy. And I really appreciate him in more ways than that. But congratulations, man. Happy birthday. Love you.
Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm a grateful member of this community. Just like everybody else, I'm here to wish the two gentlemen a happy birthday. Oh, there's Cody. I'll start with you. I love you so much. And so these guys were both my clients, so it's a very special night just to see them both take cakes. But, I mean, everybody said this, but I feel like you really, through your actions, show what recovery is. And if I ever have a client starting an internship in the PF office, I'm like, just watch Cody, and you'll know what to do right. So we're very lucky to have you. And Damien was my first client from inception here. So this is like a big night. I'm so, so proud of you. You taught me so much, and working with you was amazing. And I love you both a lot. So happy birthday.
Cody, grateful member of the community. Cody, happy birthday. Besides sharing the name and us always passing by and saying different nicknames that we grew up with our entire lives, Codes McGodes, Codes Reds, whatever it might be, you're an awesome fucking guy. Sunday, you're planning on taking residents that have lost their father and be able to give them space. And I lost my father 10 years ago. And usually on his yard site and his birthday and Father's Day, I'm so loaded that I could barely even function because I don't want to feel my emotions. And I didn't want to do anything this Sunday. I kind of wanted to block it out, but I said yes when I found out you're doing this, and I can't wait, so thank you. Iggy, so good to see you. I know Iggy from last time I was in the house in 2016. And I could definitely say you're one of the reasons that I'm still alive, and I'm the man I am today. I had the blessing of having you for my chuva group every Friday, and going through the sheet, and you always telling me that I'm full of shit. But yeah, I needed that. I was a 23-year-old know-it-all, and I'm still a 30-year-old know-it-all. But yeah, I can't thank you enough. I mean, last time I was here, I was suicidal. I came off a suicide attempt. I was self-harming. And your tough love is probably what allowed me to have a semi-decent life still in Israel. And 2 years ago when we Zoomed, you basically told me I was full of shit again. But I called you in desperation because I was suicidal again, and you kind of put me in check. So thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Hi, I'm Forrest, grateful member of this community. I am up here to wish Cody a happy birthday. Like everybody else who's come up here, Cody is so important to me. I met him out there. I was struggling for quite a while, and Cody became a friend instantly and was like, hey, why don't you come to a meeting where I live? And I'm like, where do you live where there's a meeting? Turns out it was here. And so I continued to come, and then when things got really tough, he worked really hard to help get me in here, and I owe that to you, Cody. I love you so much. I'm changing my life here, and getting another chance, and I have Cody to thank in big part for that. I love you, Cody.
Hi, I'm Levi. I'm a grateful member of this community. I want to wish the both of you a happy birthday. Damien, you were always respectful to me and of me when I was here the first time, and I was very mean. Cody, I love you, and you're very important to this community, and especially the queer men here. You're living proof that this is possible, and you inspire me every day, and I'm really lucky that I get to be a part of your journey.
Thank you for everybody sharing their chuvas and their gratitudes and their birthdays and all that. And I'm delighted. This is so queer here now. Heaven mercy. Last time I would come with red shoes, and that was the gayest thing people have seen forever.
Hey, Rabbi.
What? Well, yeah, exactly.
It's time for Please More Queer.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm delighted. Absolutely delighted. How are we showing delight? We sing, we give thanks. We give thanks to the world, universe, chuva. And we give thanks with a mizmor shir, with a song and a blessing.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר עבדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבר, עלי היגיון
All done. Some things never change. All right. Exactly. Plus ça change, plus ça reste le même. We'll invite birthday people come up here. We're gonna come for the first time. Come here. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And then also new members, right? People who have joined the house this week. Come on up. So come on up. Emily B, George R, Jamie E, Derek R, and Bob S. Come on. Don't be shy. Come up. Yeah. There you go. There we go. Fantastic. All right. So, right, birthdays, right? Hello. Good, how are you? Nice to see you. Okay, all right. You know the drill? Yep. All right. So, you all know the drill too, and if not, it's right there. All right.
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this house be for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
Amen. So, what do we say? What? No?
Over here.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, do the welcoming first.
Oh, okay.
And then do the spiel.
So this one part first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have them introduce themselves.
All right. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jamie, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, my name's George.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna go into the prayer.
Oh. So you want to do for each one?
Yeah, each one.
Okay, sorry. It's been a while. Sorry.
All right, what do we say to Jamie?
Baruch Abba B'Shem Adonai.
May you
have come before us.
in the name of the source of life.
And then you say?
Nele, Be'o, Bisham, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the divine one. Welcome.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, George.
Baruch Abba B'Shem Adonai.
May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelek Be'o B'Shem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the divine one.
Hi, my name's Derek. I'm an alcoholic and a grateful member of this community.
Baruch Abba B'Shem Adonai.
May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech Be'o B'Shem Adonai.
I'm Emily.
Baruch Abba B'Shem Adonai.
May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nalek, Beor, B'Shem, Adonai.
Walk together in the light of the divine one.
My name is Bob. I'm an alcoholic.
Baruch Abba B'Shem Adonai.
May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech Be'or B'Shem Adonai.
Let's walk together in the light of the divine one. Welcome.
And what do we say to all of them and all of us? Hold on. Well done. Well done. I just want, as always, to sort of think, right? This is day virtually 1. This is day 365. they were here before. Sometimes, a few times. You know. But what's important is for you to get to know them and for them to be able to get inspired by you, to remember the first day we are here, to remind us why we are still struggling and why we are still choosing every day to stay alive, and for you guys to see that this is possible. In 365 days, just one day at a time, you can be right there, and hopefully you will be. So welcome. Shabbat is a queen. Queen? Yes, queen. Yeah. Of course she is. Or king. So we welcome and we sing a song of love to the partnership, because there's always anything that's worth doing we cannot do alone. We have to have a partner. So to our partner, to our queen, to our king, to Shabbat.
Chadodi li kratkala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lichad Shabbat kishmianu el hameyochad Adonai echad o shemo echad l'shemo tiferet ve'elitila lechadodi li kratkala Shabbat nekabela bikrat Shabbat lecho v'nelcha ki begor ha'berach ha'merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tekila lechadodi li krat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Adonai Allah yiknigla le kadodi li kratkala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Everyone rise and face the doorway as we welcome in the Shabbat Queen. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola tzok emunei am segula boi chala le kadodi li kratkala b'nei Shabbat nekabela le kadodi li kratkala b'nei Shabbat
All right. There are still a lot of people who need healing. There are a lot of people who need healing. There are a lot of people who need our prayers. There are a lot of people who we need to hold in our hearts, in our soul, in our systems, so that we can offer blessings. And for that we say the Misha Berach. So, if you have somebody, if you have somebody that you want to offer a direct prayer of healing, somebody who's suffering, somebody who's struggling from addiction, from disease, from end of life, from struggle, from trauma, from sadness, from the real epidemic, the epidemic of loneliness. Hold them in their heart. If you want to stand up and say their name, stand up and say their name. Sorry? Absolutely. Anybody else want to stand up and say a name? For those we offer, oh sorry, yes. For those we offer a Mishaberach.
Mishaberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah Uivareh Virapeh et HaCholim Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana La Mishaberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah Uivarech Virapeh et HaCholim.
We offer them prayers for all those who are still struggling. And sometimes to ourselves, take a little bit of that, because a lot of us are struggling ourselves. And we have to offer our own healing to ourselves. Baruch Hu. Right, let's say the Shema together. Let's get to the yeah. You're gonna yeah. You're right. Yeah. The Shema, as we're about to say the Baruch Hu, and then the Shema, and then Ve'ahavta. The Shema is the prayer that we've been saying for thousands of years, the mantra that we hold on to. We listen, Shema. So many of us here, we hear, but do we listen? Do we listen to the voice of God? Do we listen to the voice of reason? So many people here, if you listen to me, you won't be here again. So, I'm not saying, but let's give thanks.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yael, lie, 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 lie. Yael, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yael, lie, 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 lie. Yael, lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach Le'olam. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ufro nafshecha ufro meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lektecha v'derech u'shokvecha uv'kumecha u'kshatam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha.
Well done. I'm going to do something fun, Shema, before my drush. So Shema is 3 sounds, sh, and ah. Right? So let's do them all together. Everybody does shh. Now everybody do Now everybody do ah. Let's do it together. Shh. Ah. The sh stands for all the hustle and the bustle of the week, all the day to day. The harmony sounds is to bring in Shabbat, to be together in harmony. And the ah is the moment of release, the moment we can be in this moment. So the Shema is not just about listening, but about letting go, coming together, and recognizing the moment we are in. So one last time. Ah. I want to talk to you today about the most universal, or one of the most universal of the human experiences, which is fear. We all encounter fear at various points in our lives. It can hold us back, paralyze us, and prevent us from embracing new opportunities and experiences. But it is in our Parsha, in this week's reading, that we find ancient wisdom that help us face it. We can find some guidance on how to face our fears and take action in face of change. Or in our quest of spiritual growth, we read this Shabbat, the story of courage, truth, and transformative power of actually facing our fears. The story, of course, begins a while ago with the people of Israel being liberated from bondage and slavery in Egypt. This weekend we read about, with excitement, that they are finally about to enter the Promised Land. Moses, in anticipation of this new permanent home of the people, sends 12 spies out, one from each tribe, to scout the land of Canaan. Their task was to gather intelligence and to return with a report. These spies ventured into the land filled with bountiful fruit, abundant resources, but they also encountered formidable challenges, including fearsome giants and fortified cities. Overwhelmed by the perceived difficulties, 10 of the spies returned with a report that instilled fear in the hearts of people. They claimed that the inhabitants of Canaan were powerful and unbeatable, and the Israelites were like grasshoppers in their sight. However, 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, chose a different path. They held steadfast to their faith, courageously proclaiming the land was indeed flowing with milk and honey. So, as always, putting ourselves in their shoes, because who cares about how much Torah you know? It's about how you live your Torah and finding yourself in Torah. Raise your hand if you felt fear facing a new situation and finding fault with it even before starting a new task. There you go. All right, look around. You're not alone. So many of us are so good at being critical of things, sometimes hiding behind, well, I just care about you, or I'm concerned that. Well, did you think about this thing? Saying things, well, that are just bringing fear, hiding behind, well, it's because I care about you. And some of us have very rosy-colored glasses. So raise your hand, right, if you are the kind of person who'll be like, it'll be okay, right? What kind of person you are. So raise your hand if you're like, it'll be fine, right? Not many of you, but still many of you. I see all the wives with their husbands. So they're like, raise your hand. So, are you a Joshua? Are you a Caleb? Are you the rest of the spies? Perhaps you're both at different times. Joshua and Caleb tried to urge the people to trust in God's promise and take hold of their destiny, despite the overwhelming majority that voiced fear and doubt. Joshua and Caleb remained resolute in their convictions. Their unwavering faith provides us with a powerful lesson. In our own lives, we often encounter daunting challenges, obstacles that seem insurmountable. It's natural to feel fear and doubt. So how can we be more like Joshua and Caleb? And I remind you that Joshua becomes the next leader of the people of Israel. In the Talmud, they expand on this story and teach us that Joshua and Caleb succeeded not because they didn't see what the other people saw and did not have fear, but that for sure they did, but they didn't succumb to their fear and did not follow the actions of the other spies. They remained truthful and honest to their vision. Even when faced with adversity, they knew the promises, like the promises we read in the big book, the promises of sobriety, of recovery, of friendship, of community. And more importantly, they remained truthful for themselves. Their commitment to truth elevated them above the rest and brought them closer to their own spiritual potential. Many of us have moments of truth. Call it rock bottom. Call it aha moment, a white light moment. A moment that we go, enough. I want to change. I don't want to wander in the desert of addiction anymore, in the endless dunes of loneliness and pain. We want to change, but how do we stay loyal to that moment? How do we not lose that resolve when it gets hard? In our own lives, we are often tempted to take the easy road, to succumb to falsehoods or half-truths, to numb the pain, to choose to detach from the world. We are so often want to shut down the voices in our head, the painful memories, to push away the trauma just for a little bit. But we can change that. So many people here are proof that we can change that. You see, the opposite of fear is not bravery or certainty. It's faith. And faith is community. Both faith and community provide a sense of belonging, support, and connection. In faith, we find a community that shares common belief and practices, fostering a deep sense of unity and shared purpose. Similarly, in community, we discover a space where our faith is nourished and strengthened through the collective experience, wisdom and support of others in great times, and of course, in times of loss and pain and grief. Faith sustains our community, and our community nurtures our faith, creating a synergetic relationship that uplifts and empowers us to navigate life challenges with resilience, love, and compassion. The Parsha also teaches something else, tzitzit, the knotted fringe that we put on our garments. I, in fact, never go without mine. It's right here. It's true. But why tzitzit? Why this weird knotted custom? These knotted fringes serve as a visual reminder in our tradition of our commitment to God's commandment. They symbolize the importance of seeking spiritual growth in our daily life. In Talmud, again, they connect this beautifully, the tzitzit, with the falsehood of the spies. See, they failed to comprehend the significance of tzitzit. They lacked spiritual fortitude to recognize the transformative power of seeking deeper connection with God. Of your own understanding, of course. They had no faith. They didn't accept the complexities of lives that faith helps us understand. Also rejecting togetherness and community. All spiritual tradition teach us that fear and anxiety arise from our attachment to outcomes and our resistance to change. The Buddha himself said, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. This powerful reminder encourages us to anchor ourselves in the present, to let go of the regrets of the past, the worries of the future, by embracing the here and the now. We can find serenity and alleviate our fears right here, right now, together. In the realm of spirituality, there are profound principles that teach us the value of embracing imperfection rather than constantly striving to unattainable state of perfection. The use of faith reminds us of their ability to do so, to hold multiple feelings and truths exactly at the same time. As always, not an either or, but a both hand. How many people here define themselves as perfectionists? I hear that. I used to hear that all the time, right? I'm a perfectionist. No, you're not, by the way. If you were a perfectionist, you wouldn't be here. Here's a secret. To fight fear, you need to accept something, which is stop trying to be perfect. You're an attempting perfectionist. Joshua and Caleb knew the promised land is not perfect. They recognized the world is inherently imperfect. And our role as spiritual beings is not to achieve perfections ourselves, but rather to engage in the acts of kindness, justice, and healing to make the world a better place. It reminds us that our imperfections are part of our human experience and that through our flaws and vulnerabilities, we can bring about profound transformation, both within ourselves and the world around us. The Talmud, again, teaches us that when we're feeling afraid, we should turn to actions. In those days, it was prayer and trust in the divine. We are all here tonight because we know that faith and prayer is in this community provides solace and help us cultivate a sense of trust and surrender. By recognizing our own limitations and placing our trust in something greater than ourselves, we find strength and comfort, what is greater than this community. Together we learn how to practice mindfulness, practice being fully present and non-judgmental, be aware of thoughts and feelings and sensations, to accept the addict, the normie, family, friends, foes, everybody as they are in this moment. Like I said in the opening, here we practice chuva, reflection, response, and return to our higher selves, to return home, for me at least today, right here. We learn, as always, to not just know Torah, but to live our Torah, to recall when we ourselves were afraid of the promised land, afraid of change, afraid of success, the birthday people today. Perhaps our birthdays or our new lives, perhaps leaving, perhaps starting recovery. We want to change, but man, oh man, is it scary. So, to change, to not be the person that we are today, we acknowledge our mistakes, making amends, and committing to a path of positive change. Chuva empowers us to confront our fears and take responsibility for our actions. It is here that we learn the development of compassion, equanimity, and cultivating these qualities within ourselves. So we face our fears, trust in community wisdom, find faith and hope through daily actions, take responsibility, shift to a both-and perspective. Lastly, chuva is truth, reflection, and responsibility. I leave you with these questions. What have you done? Who does it affect? What will you do? Which actions you will take? And what have you learned? Shabbat Shalom. You could say that speaking up here is in my blood.
That's right. I love it. So this song is about asking for help, reaching out beyond the fear, feeling the fear, but then doing something about it. And then giving up isn't in our blood. So that's what this song's message at its core is about. Still getting ready here. Still getting ready. So this is a Shawn Mendes song, if you heard of him. Pop music. Pop music at Shabbos. You know?
It's important that we're in tune.
That's true. You'll appreciate it when we play the song.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. Lying on the bathroom floor, feeling nothing. I'm overwhelmed and insecure. Give me something I could take to ease my mind slowly. Just have a drink and you'll feel better. Just take her home and you'll feel better. Keep telling me that it gets better. Does it ever? Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. I'm looking through my phone again, feeling anxious, afraid to be alone again. I hate this. I'm trying to find a way to chill. I can't breathe. Oh, there's somebody who could help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. Feels like I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. Someone to help me out. I need somebody now. Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. I need somebody now, willing to help me out.
Well done. It does sound better tuned. It does sound better tuned. You're right. All right, birthdays. Mr. Cody C. So we now offer this necklace for birthdays. It's really a tracker. If you touch it and you're drinking, it turns green. Just to know. I'm kidding, I hope.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom. I'm Cody, a grateful member of this community. The first thing that John tells me when I see him tonight is like, how much did you pay all these people? And I totally agree. I'm like, I know, it's crazy, right? Like, wow. I am so blessed, honestly. I am so grateful for what this community has given me. I'm surrounded by people I love, people who have supported me over the last couple of years, see me at my worst. People who've really seen me at my worst in this room, and people who have never seen me use ever. It's an incredible blessing, and I kind of ask myself, like, why? Like, why me? Like, there are so many people we've lost this year, and it's really hard to wrestle with that, but we get to show up every day here for each other. We get to recommit to this process. We get to teach each other. And that's what I'm committing to do every day moving forward. I'm really thankful to everyone in this room, my friends, my old sponsor, new sponsor, my counselors. I've had Vinny, Jamie, and Leah, and my therapist I've had. Like, it's just been an incredible blessing. I want to encourage, if you're here and you're new, take advantage of this. Don't miss out on what an amazing opportunity this is. And I guess that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Stay close. Damien, your turn. New piece of jewelry. It matches everything you have. So, yeah, of course.
All right. My name is Damien, and I'm an alcoholic and a eternally grateful member of this community. Man, feels so good to be here tonight. Just coming up Venice on the way here, I just like, I don't know, I couldn't stop smiling because I knew I was gonna see, like, you know, my extended family. I lived with like 100 people for 6 months, literally, 100 people. But yeah, I remember a couple things, right? I remember my first Shabbat. I sat behind Lisa and Russell, and it was dope to see people take birthdays, and I just remember telling myself, like, yo, not only am I gonna get into this place, but I'm gonna come back and take a cake, once I get a year. So yeah, this isn't my first time around, trying to get sober. I had nearly 6 years, and I got complacent, disconnected from the program. I was drunk at the wheels, as my brothers would say, and yeah, I ended up going out. But that ended up being like the best thing ever to like happen to me. Because I came to my first Shabbat here. I got accepted after bugging the shit out of Lisa for a couple months. And I really found an extended family here. I still kind of thought that I knew it all because I had nearly 6 years, right, Jamie? she was like, my counselor Jamie's like, this guy knows the whole spiel. He knows exactly what to say as far as like, you know, the program goes. But I got something for his ass, and she did. She was super patient with me too. She's like, okay, I'm gonna just, you know, like let him do his thing. But yeah, she was super strict on me, and I truly got to discover my passion and recover my passion, discover my purpose. Yeah, all that because I actually got to sit, you know, with myself, and like they trusted me here. Oh, it's up there. They actually trusted me to like lead meditations here. It was crazy. But yeah, man, I'm super grateful that literally like my whole fellowship is here too. All like 20, 30 men back there. Yeah. It's dope, but how did I get the year? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now. I call my sponsor and tell on myself every day. Literally, like that's how I got to like where I am now as far as you know, my connection with God, my connection with myself, and it's been a beautiful road so far. I'm so grateful to Beit Teshuva today for my life, and yeah, Shabbat Shalom.
Stay here. Cody, come up here. This tradition, I'm gonna take a cake. Just so you know, in New York, we don't do this. This is a California thing, cakes and stuff, which is strange. But come up here if you want. We're gonna sing happy birthday. Taking a cake. Cake. Make room for the cake. There you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cody and Damien. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober.
Happy birthday, everybody. It's rare that sort of both Judaism and beauty pageants come together in moments. Because, right? What do you want? I want world peace. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to ask for peace, for shalom. But peace doesn't come. Peace is, the song is Oseh Shalom, maker of peace. We have to make peace. Right? It's up to us to make peace. Peace will not just come. What are you doing today to make peace?
Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Israel.
Shkoyach. As we're about to finish our service today, we give thanks, we give exaltations to God. In the Aleinu L'Shabeach, we have to give exaltation, so please stand up for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You may sit. Before we end with the Kaddish, I wanted to say just a couple words about a member of this community who is no longer with us. His family is with us today, and my friend Alex here today. For those people who don't know me, I guess maybe I should stand right. I used to work here. I was the director of spiritual counseling and a spiritual counselor here for many years. And I'm not known for the warm and fuzzies in the way that I try and help people. I'm a big believer in truth. And I often say to my clients when I start with them, I'm a mirror, but I'm like a super clear, clean, HD, 4K, whatever mirror. Whatever you stand, I will show you. And you may not like it. For me, it's the only way to, as I keep saying, to face truth within ourselves and know that we have amazing bright sides and also very dark sides. A lot of us here are people of great ingenuity, right? Try and get a baggie from one side of town to the other side of town, right? Without any resources, right? Without any friends, burning all the bridges. You know that little baggie is going to be here within the hour. If only we can use that creativity for our recovery. But with that, the greater the light, the darker the shadow. A lot of us have a lot of shadow work to do. And one of our clients, Dan, was one of those rare individuals who invited my brand of truth. A person of deep integrity, of deep caring, and enormous sensitivity to the world and to himself. A sensitivity that pained him throughout his life, but allowed him to make deep connections, to smile very broadly at the world, and to say, I can do this. Oh, you want me to do that? I'll do that. You want me to recovery? I'll do that. You think I can't? Here I will. Oh, you think I can't be a therapist? I'll show you. I'm going to be a therapist. And every single time, really welcomed and said, bring it on. Show me what I need to see. And he had enormous integrity around that. And I will always remember him for that integrity and for that beautiful soul that he had. So I want to offer in his memory, and I'm going to read the yahrzeit in the morning, and for all of us to hold, as somebody said, we've lost a lot of people this year, a lot of people in general, to hold the memories. We say in Judaism, may his memory be a blessing, because they lived, they touched our lives, and their memory will always enrich who we are. So, for Dan and for his family who's here today, and for the yahrzeit in memory of Edward Kaminer, Lucy Franco, Harriet Jacobson, Abe Sperber, Russell Barsky, Harry Goldman, Lois Seawack, Barry Rose, Herb Citron, Isaac Tans, Tamara Gold, Mark Lesnick, Trevor Stefani, Lisa Rothenberg, Eric Freedy, David Ray, Herb Citron, Robert Hayward, Phyllis Sherlin, Barbara Dorff, Ben-Sion Bergman, and for the years of mourning, Eleanor Gasaway, Zev Ben Shmuel Yaakov, Irwin Bilski, Clayton Leon Cochran, Melvin Nimoy, Simcha Farkas, Laura Avina, Leslie Barnett, Phyllis Siegel, Dennis Sherman, Jennifer Weller, Boris Kathrick, Howard Sutton, Malcolm Jack III, Wayne Kahn, Myron Keene, Michelle Rosenblum, Naum Zerlin, Marvin Jones, Salvo Mayo, Austin Long, Adam Rich, Maxwell Collins, Roberto Alonso, Alan A.J. Lamoureux, Larry Schwartz, Norma Sklar, Darren Fond, Lucas Simon Foster, Paul Roven, Mark Gottesman, Marco Mayo, Vladimir Wolf Person, Tyler Wright, Suzanne Good, Michael Tirpak, Zachary El Khatib, Menachem Bennett, Matthew Borzinski, Daniel Engel, Shayna Michelle Aiken, Gloria Boraz, Hannah Weller, Sarah Arberger, and Jerry Glazer. We say the Kaddish all together. Rise Kaddish, and because we are a community, nobody stands alone. Please stand next to somebody who's saying the Kaddish. Sorry. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא ובחירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון וביום חון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו, יש מרבה מבורך לעולם ולמעולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם, ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה ולעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Please sit down. For our Shabbat sponsors today, in loving memory of Dan Engel, the Engel family has provided some refreshments or sponsored today. Congratulations again to sober birthdays, Damien and Cody. Happy birthday. A few announcements. The Beit Chuva Choir is about to start rehearsing for high holidays. Jesus, really? So soon? Wow. I guess it's not that soon, right? Mid-September? Yes. And we need you. The choir is open to all who would like to join. Rehearsals are every Wednesday at 6 p.m. It's great fun. So don't be like, oh, I don't know how to sing. Come, join the choir. They'll teach you how to sing. So, it's a lot of fun. So join the choir. On Thursday, June 29th, next Thursday, June 29th, we are hosting a night full of art and recovery. So join us, 5:30 art auction and 7 p.m. freedom song and Q&A. So if you're one of the few people who have never seen the Freedom Song, please join us. Some of us have seen it a lot. So come experience. Residents express themselves through a performance in art. If you're not a resident or don't work here, come to this and bring somebody, right? Bring a friend, somebody who is into art. Introduce somebody. That's an act of charity you can do that doesn't cost you money. Bring somebody that you don't know or doesn't know the house to see the art and the amazing art that's all around. It's really nice. It's a beautiful art. I know who made that. So that's it. And of course, baked chuva. Haha. We have challah available for sale, please. Nicole, you really have to buy. Is there special chocolate drizzle today? Special white chocolate drizzle today? So come and order the challah. You can also order online the week before Shabbat to buy in person. It's one of the charities that we do here. So those are the announcements. We will do one song, another song, and then we'll do the Kiddush and the Motzi right after that. So, but for me, thank you for spending Erev Shabbat with me. It's so nice to be back. It really is an amazing, very special community. So one song, Kiddush Motzi, we'll do the chalas, and then there's food again. Thank you, the Engel family. Shabbat Shalom.
Give it up for Erica.
Yes.
Erica! Double duty.
You done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some. Well, I checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer, but my breath fogged up the glass, and so I created a new face and laughed. I guess what I've been saying is there ain't no better reason to rid yourself of vanity and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. My name is our virtue. Well, I have olam beis Yisrael.
I want to thank Dave playing bass. I want to thank Patrick playing drums today. Erica played ukulele on a couple songs, and then she also is an intern with the music department. She helps out with all the tech. Laura's back on the keyboard this week. Mickey helping out. Dylan, thank you for helping out. Jesse, Miles, and Jeff in the studio. And thank you, Rabbi Iggy, for leading a wonderful service. Thank you so much.
So we'll do it.
I forgot Thea. Oh.
Thea, of course.
I don't know how that happened. I thought
All
I
right.
went right down the line, but she is definitely a part of everything that we do. So,
Right. So Kedusha Motzi, right?
Yep.
Kedusha
Let's-
Motzi, and then and again, there's some snacks and stuff. I think the first time since the pandemic, we have a little nosh and stuff again in memory of Dan Engel, and thank you his family for being here and for providing sustenance for us.
Everyone, please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everyone.